You're watching Action News Now. Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Now a live look from the Alert California Bald Mountain camera. Holy moly. This is looking over Butte County. This is there's that pyrocumulus cloud there from Mill Creek Canyon, but we are learning the last two evacuation orders in Cohasset to the south have been reduced to warnings.
Yeah, it's a ton going on with this fire, but it's kind of isolated to that spot. So in other areas, in other communities, people are going home, which is great news. Chief Meteorologist Howie Gordon is tracking weather conditions all across the region, not just in the burn area. What are we dealing with fire weather, though?
That smoke looks just like right near the station here the day that Park Fire broke ground. But yeah, it's still burning in other locations. Now, overall, our environment is not the greatest, but it will start to recover in the next couple of days. I'm going to try to clear all that up in the next few minutes. But here's our Morgan Summit Alert California camera. That's in Tehama, and that is looking off towards the southwest. And yeah, very, very ominous. Not as dangerous unless you're really breathing that air in for the most part. So lingering smoke impacts. Even as it gets cleared, we're still burning. The source is still providing that smoke. We'll be hot and dry this week, but we are looking at a cool down. Overnight tonight, mild to warm as we drop just out of the 70s in the low-lying areas. And then for tomorrow, again, they'll back into the triple digits, and we're going to probably experience this right through Wednesday. Tomorrow could be the hottest day of the week before high pressure starts pulling away later on in the week. Okay, so I just went over the high pressure. It moved back. It was kind of in the four corners, started inching back towards us, and that is elevating temperatures. Now, the delta breeze is providing some gusty, breezy winds closer to the source. So you get closer to Redding, those winds were a little weaker. It's trying to provide moisture, but with the heat up from the high pressure system, we're on the drier side. And then what happens most evenings and afternoons, when the sun heats us up and stabilizes us, we see that little uptick in the winds where we're gusting a little bit, and we're seeing those gustier winds this afternoon that should start to taper down a few hours after the sun sets as it loses a little power and a little energy. But overall, high pressure is going to back off a little bit. We'll start to cool. We'll have more moisture in the atmosphere, and winds actually should start to taper down later on in the week. So as kind of volatile, I hate to say it, as we are today for our fire weather, it looks to start improving as we move through the week. And improving, I mean easier to control and contain with higher moisture levels and winds starting to calm down more in the modest to the lighter side. All right, here's what we have for relative humidities. I said as we heat it up, we really dried out. We don't like these levels at all, but the fire does, making for a more dangerous environment. I talked about our temperatures, probably the hottest day of the week tomorrow, Tuesday. But then after Wednesday, that high pressure system I just showed you will start moving further into the desert southwest, and we'll start to cool down. I know it's not a huge cool down, but at least we'll be on the other side of 100 degrees by at least a little bit. Every bit helps, and more than anything, what I like the most, because I hate to stress it, the winds have been the most catastrophic impact on our fire and controlling it, and those look to start diminishing as we move through the week.
Good to hear. Thanks, Howie.